Eddie Davis, how you doing, brother?
I'm fine, thank you.
So we just got through speaking about Jack Blackburn and some of the statements he made. Can you talk to me about some of those?
I'm recalling watching a documentary on Jack Blackburn, and before Joe Louis, he refused to train any black American fighters because there was a problem of them leaving him during the time he was training them. So he had stopped training black fighters, period, till Roxborough and Julian Black came and got him and asked him to train Joe Louis.
Let's preface this with the statement that Jack Blackburn is black.
Yes.
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 So people know it's not like a racial thing.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not.
So why did he stop training black fighters?
But he was disappointed. Once he got him in position, they would leave. And matter of fact, one of his ex-fighters became a world champion. Joseph Joe Walcott, he trained him previous to training Joe Louis.
So he would build a fighter up from the amateurs and through the rough years, and as soon as they got to a position to make some real money, they would leave.
They left. They left.
This is common today, actually.
Yes, it is.
Do you have any thoughts on it?
Well, yes. See, when black trainers go through that, they have a bitterness that carry that memory on. So when they get another fighter, you know, they say they had the same feeling for that fighter, and that happens again, that bitterness build up through the years. So the way to cut that off, it's a warning. Get some paperwork on them early. As amateurs, you can get a letter of intent, a promissory letter, however you want to state it, and then when they turn professional, you can have a contract signed. As soon as they turn pro, the same day you can take a contract down to the commissioner and have him sign it, along with the commissioner.
So what do you think is the cause of fighters leaving black trainers?
But you know, they see all this glamour and glitter, and you know, and they see the gyms where we work out as individuals, and so they see that glamour and glitter and hear name. See, all names are not good. I'm not going to get into that because I have a lot of associates in the business, and I don't want to chop nobody down. But I know who's who. But they see that and they want to jump on that and think they're going to get high stardom right away. They think they're going to hit the stars, you know, being with that individual. And a lot of times, a lot of them individuals got other people working under them, working with the fighters. They come up maybe 2 weeks before the fight or get involved when the cameras come around and work the corner. But in a lot of cases, you got in-house trainers preparing these fighters and not getting no credit and little money.
So it's an in-house trainer under the umbrella of the bigger name trainer.
Yes.
And then the bigger name trainer works the corner, gets the camera time.
Yes.
But there's really an underling that does all the work.
Yes, yes. In a lot of cases. I'm not saying all cases, but in a lot of cases.
So actually, in the last week, we saw it happen in reverse almost, where Triple G left Abel Sanchez and started training with Banks. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, as I expressed a couple months ago on Facebook, that someone had written, they was thinking about having Abel Sanchez as a head trainer. Now this is a black fighter, and I'm not going no names or details. And I warned him, I say, Abel Sanchez made a statement that black fighters was born, they shouldn't be on television. Now I just warned the brother. I'm not saying anything against Abel Sanchez. Mm-hmm. So therefore, this individual is a Golden Boy fighter, and he was told to talk to me about that. You know, which I don't have no problem. I can understand their standpoint. You know, because I'm not trying to bring up no racist conflicts. Mm-hmm. But at the time, I didn't know he was working for Golden Boy. But on the same note, in that video, he criticized Canelo the way he fought Triple G. And said all he said all Canelo did was run. And I thought Canelo boxed him masterfully. Mm-hmm. But
so this was at the Triple G Canelo won, the first fight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so therefore, you know, I'm getting daggers thrown at me because of my opinion. But he could get on there and say what he's saying. Mm-hmm. You know, and therefore, we're supposed to sit back and say, oh, well, you know, we could look past that. I'm not mad at Abel. Matter of fact, Abel is all right with me as a person and as a trainer. He just voiced his opinion. So I'm voicing mine. You know, I gave the young man information. So therefore, I have individuals you know, looking at me and mad, you know, so what? I'm gonna tell the truth. As a black man, I'm gonna say something. You know, our people gotta start showing up and speaking on these issues. Because if not, we're gonna be on the bottom.
If you had to speculate, why do you think Triple G left Abel Sanchez?
Well, he said it was over money. Because Triple G wanted to lower his percentage.
Okay.
Which was still a very decent percentage. But that's all I know. I don't know if it was training techniques. I can't speak on that. I'm just going by what I read. So and then, you know, some fighters, they need to change as they get older. When you get older, you mature, you set in your ways. You need a trainer that's going to do so much to remind you of what you have to do. And make sure everything is repetition. You can be able to relax while you training. Put in the mindset of relaxing while you fighting. An older trainer understands philosophies of individuals. See, everybody's a different individual. We have to be psychologists, older brothers, fathers, all wrapped up in one. That's what we have to be. So you have to realize that when the trainer leaves, when he left for Banks, he wanted something different. He wanted a different flavor. But I don't, you know, it might work for him. It might work for him.
What do you think Banks can offer Triple G?
Well, Banks come from the old school Emmanuel Stewart, Kronk. So training techniques, you might see him a little bit on his defense and straighter punches. Because Mr. Stewart was the expert, a professional on offensive fighting. Most of his fights won by knockouts.
In your opinion, is this switch a good one for Triple G, or?
Yes, I'll say so, yes. Yes. Yes.